So let's talk Ireland against the All Blacks. Last time these guys met, the All Blacks were putting Ireland out of the World Cup. They're going to want to get revenge for that. At home, they could go to 20 wins, unbeaten, which would be very impressive. They'd stay world number ones, plenty on the line. They've got pretty much a fully stacked team with some guys coming back, although they have lost a couple, but still incredibly strong, and they pride themselves on landing on their feet. Of course, they're built around such a good central system in Ireland. They tend to be very coordinated, and time away from the international camp doesn't have as big an effect on other teams as others. And also, this video is supported by Sports News Blitz, and they give chances to young aspiring journalists, so do check them out for really good articles on rugby, on other sport. So glad to have them on board. So let's go into this team. We've got Porter, Kelleher and Bealham. A real pain that Furlong had to pull out from training in week, otherwise we'd have been very fully stacked in the front row. But Bealham, he's very experienced, he's a really good tight head, and then you've got Tom O'Toole coming onto the bench. So it's still strong, but of course a little bit weaker than it would have been. So I think they'll be okay, certainly starting wise. On the bench, they are very experienced with Herring and Healy, although maybe not spring chickens anymore. O'Toole is a good player, but they would have liked Furlong. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. England struggled in the scrum when that front row came on for New Zealand. Let's see how it goes. Depends obviously how the ref's going to interpret it. You guys said they're probably going to play Tadhg at 6, and they have. So they've got McCarthy, Ryan and Tadhg, and of course Doris is a very good line-out jumper as well. They can use Van der Fleer, so loads of line-out options, plenty of beef. And we've got the captain, Caelan Doris, at 8, and he is almost a perfect forward. Now it's his team, it's really exciting. He's nearing 50-odd caps, and he can do everything. He can play tight, he can play wide, he's got hands, he's got offloads. Almost a perfect player who's going to give you a 7, maybe 8 out of 10 every single game. Then the fetcher, Josh Van der Fleer, going strong on 64 caps. So this is a really experienced pack. I expect them to go very well. It's going to be fascinating to see how they play. I imagine they're going to want to go into their fast phases quite quickly. But if they want to grind, they've absolutely got the team that could do that. Talking of experience, on the bench we've got Peter Amani and Ian Henderson, so loads of experience, and they don't even need Ryan Baird, who's a hell of an athlete, but that's how stacked they are. Players like Baird can be left out, players like Henshaw can be left out. I mean, they've got Osborne on the bench for the backs, just skipping ahead, maybe because he can play 15 and both centre positions, and he played so well in the summer as well. He could have kept his starting fullback slot, but in the back three, as I'd had a guess at, they've gone back to the full band of Hansen, Lowe and Keenan. Those are the guys that Farrell wants, and he's got them straight in, even though they haven't had the most game time, Keenan and Hansen. They could have stuck with Osborne, they could have stuck with Nash, they could have given Stockdale a go, but he goes, no, you're my guys, backing them. Let's see if they're ring rusty or they hit the ground running. I imagine they're going to be pretty much ready to go. Who is going to partner Jamison Gibson Park? Well, the favourite was Jack Crowley, and he has got it. I think that's probably right. Even though Frawley obviously did heroics in South Africa, I still think Crowley's the man. Super confident, he's very physical as well, attacks the line well. Love watching Jack Crowley, and Bundy Aki is back in that centre to add extra punch. He's going to be so dangerous against the All Blacks, and when Ringrose is at his best, he is one of the best 13s in the world. Really good defensively, and he's got a good outside break as well. So it's almost as good as you can get. You'd want to get Furlong in there, I guess, but apart from that, that starting team I think is really impressive. Lots of experience on the bench. They could have gone for Casey on the bench, but they haven't. They've gone for Murray. Do you think that's a mistake? Are they lacking maybe just a little bit of speed, maybe in the replacement forwards, and 9 on the bench? That's the one thing I'm thinking, but loads of experience on the bench, that's for sure. Anyway, what do you think of that team? Is it going to be good enough to beat the All Blacks? I think they're favourites to go 20-0 at home, but goodness me, it's going to be exciting. Pop those comments down below, subscribe, like, that would be awesome, and I'll catch you next time.